بسم الله نحمده ونصلي وسلم على رسوله الكريم. We have been continuing talking about Abubakar as the first great Swahaba who Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam had announced that he will enter paradise, and today we will continue on the same theme. Today we just want to show, among other things, how the Messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Prophet Muhammad, used to love Abubakar, as we have showed yesterday how much he was trying to defend Abubakar. It is narrated by Amr ibn As that when he came back from the battle of Dadu Salasil, he asked the Prophet the following question. He told him, أَيُّ النَّاسِ أَحَبُّ إِلَيْكَ يَا رَسُولَ اللَّهِ? Who among the people you love most, or the Messenger of Allah? And I will explain later why Amr ibn As asked this question. But let's get into the topic itself. And the answer of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was very frank. قال عائشة. I love most Aisha, my wife. Then Amr said, فَقُلْتُ مِنَ الرِّجَالِ. He said, among the men. And Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, فَقَالَ أَبُوهَا. It is his father. Then Amr said, قُلْتُ ثُمَّ مَنْ. Then who else you love most? He said, Umar ibn Khattab. The hadith stopped there, but I will elaborate a bit more. First here, what we see is that what a family of Abubakar. The most loved individual among men is Abubakar himself. The most loved woman in this family is the daughter of Abubakar. What a great honor for the Prophet to be loving the two most loved individual to him among men is Abubakar, among a woman, his wife. And I will elaborate later on that. Why he asked this question? Amr ibn As, we know he was a very clever individual, and he had a lot of role, like a lot of other Swahaba, against Islam at the beginning. And Amr accepted Islam fairly late in the Safar, in the second month of Lunar calendar, in the 8th year after Hijrah. Just a few months before the conquering of Makkah. Now, when Amr came to convert to Islam, he was with Khalid ibn Walid and Uthman ibn Affan, two very important people, and Khalid, you know what role he played after that. And Rasulullah, that was one of his happiest days, because Khalid ibn Walid, if you remember, he is the son of al-Walid ibn Mughira. Al-Walid ibn Mughira was the most respected individual in Makkah. This is the individual where the Quraysh was saying, لولا نزل هذا القرآن على رجل من القريتين عظيم. Why, if this Quran comes from Allah, it was not actually revealed to one of the two very great people, important people in Makkah? It was al-Walid ibn Mughira. So Khalid was a great individual. We'll talk about him one day, inshallah. Now, Amr was received by the Prophet so well, and Khalid, and the Prophet was smiling until they accepted Islam. And after that, the Prophet ﷺ, we know that Khalid took over the battle of Mount Tata just 3 months after that, at the third person when Zayd ibn Haritha was killed and Ja'far bin Abi Talib was killed and Abdullah bin Rawaha was killed. It is Khalid who took over when he was just about 3 months in Islam. But because people know how brave and a good army commander he is, Amr is more or less the same. Just after the battle of Mount Tata, 4 months after converting to Islam, one day Rasulullah told Amr ibn As, and I'm mentioning this because Amr ibn As is one of the Sahaba where some people talk here about him, and he did a lot about on Islam. So Rasul told somebody, go and call Amr ibn As and tell him to come prepared with his clothes and his weapons. So Amr came. Rasul was making wudu, and Amr reported his hadith and said, Rasul looked at me, scrutinized me very carefully. Allah knows what was in the mind of Rasul, but it's as if when we read history properly, he is Amr ibn al-As, who was one of the great people, very rich people, very respected among the Quraysh. Don't forget, he was the one who was sent to Habasha, to Najati, to convince to return the Muslim for Habasha. And now he is a very humble and simple individual. So Rasul told Amr, I want to send you to a fight, to a battle, where you will come back with Ghanima. First, you will come back with victory, you will be victorious for battalion, and with a lot of weight. So Amr told Rasul, when he said, he told him that, he said, Ya Rasulullah, I didn't accept Islam for the sake of wealth. I accepted Islam so that I accepted Islam not for anything else, and so that I also come here and live with you and learn more about Islam. In other words, my interest was not wealth. So Rasul, what did he tell him? Rasul told him a very important point. Ya Amr, ni'ma al-mal as-salih lil-mar'i as-salih. The most important thing or ni'ma or a blessing is al-mal as-salih lil-mar'i as-salih. A good wealth, high rate of wealth, given to somebody who is a good Muslim. And this is what sometimes we fail. Some people will be talking about Islam as if it is meant that we should remain poor. There is nothing like that. The only thing which is not liked by Islam, if you become wealthy and you don't get your money properly and you don't use it properly. But if you control your wealth rather than the wealth controlling you, there is nothing wrong about that. And there are so many hadiths connected to that. By the way, among the people, the al-Ashara, al-Mubshirun, بالجنة, I'm going to talk about two of them who are the richest people among Swahaba. And that is Uthman, Affan, and Abu Rahman bin Auf, and they did a lot. So here, it shows the class of Amr that he did not accept Islam for the sake of wealth. He comes from very wealthy place and family, and he left everything for the sake of Islam. Anyway, the reason why Amr asked this question, as some people talk about it, Ashab al-Hadith, Amr, when he converted to Islam and Rasul was smiling, and whenever he sees him, he likes it, and he made him to be a leader. Under that group was Abubakar, was Abu Bakr, was Umar ibn Khattab. So he thought perhaps Rasul likes him more than anyone else. That is why he asked him, Ya Rasulullah, who is the most lovely? When he was told it is Ajaz ibn Rajab, he thought it from me. When he was told Abu Bakr, he said after that, thinking that he would be the next. When he was told Umar and another, he thought in fact وَعَدَّ رِجَالًا. They were what others say. He kept on asking, then he just kept quiet. So his name is not Amr. And this is how a Rasul was. A Rasul will try to give you value to each individual until you think that he loves you most. When he talks, he will look at almost everybody, and whoever is looked at somebody, he thinks that Rasul loves me much more than anybody else. That is what I wanted to say, besides showing the position of Rasul Abubakar to their Prophet and the position of Aisha. And this is not a surprise, because you should realize that these people have done a lot. Abu Bakr's family has done a lot for Rasulullah, as I am going to talk these two other hadith. One day, on Wednesday, 5 days before the death of the Prophet, the Prophet was sick about 13 to 14 days before his death. And the 6th day, Wednesday, before he died, his last speech, he tried to struggle and went to the member and gave a khutbah just before Dhuhr. And among the things he said, he emphasized, is that لا تتخذوا قبوري مساجد أو قبري مسجدا. Do not make my grave like a mosque, like the way An-Nasara have done to their people. In other words, he was realizing he's about to die, And he was trying to also people not gratify him so much and start worshiping his grave. Then he stopped. Then he prayed over. Then he stood up and continued with another topic. One of them was giving a wasiyah for people to be very good to the Ansar, because he knew he was going to die very soon. Ansar had been very good to Muhajirin, and he was saying it on other hadiths. Ansar had become very few. It's just like salt in the food. He said the following day after that. He said, إِنَّ اللَّهَ خَيَّرَ عَبْدًا بَيْنَ الدُّنْيَا وَبَيْنَ مَا عِنْدَهُ. Allah has asked a servant of his to choose between remaining in the dunya or going to him. فَاخْتَارَ ذَلِكَ الْعَبْدُ مَا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ. That servant preferred to be closer to Allah rather than to remain in the dunya. And then, once he said that, Abubakar is understood. فَبَكَى Abubakar cried quite a lot. And eventually he said in another riwayah, بِأَبِي أَنْتَ وَعِنِّي. We are going to rescue, we are going to defend you, in other words, we are prepared to do anything so that you remain with us. Sa'id al-Khudri was among the very young Swahaba who quoted this hadith. He said, most of us said, what's wrong with this old man? Rasul said, a servant had been given that decision. He didn't say it himself. After the death of the Prophet, 5 days later, he said, we knew that فَكَانَ رَسُولُ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَسَلَّمَ. Rasul was that servant. وَكَانَ Abubakar أَعْلَمُنَا. And Abubakar was the constant who was much more knowledgeable than any of us. He realized what the Rasul was saying. You remember I mentioned yesterday, and say, look at these two people, Rasul and Abubakar, how much each one knows the other. Abubakar, as he's coming, in the hadith generated yesterday, fairly angry and not okay, Rasul said, إِنَّ صَاحِبُكُمْ بَدْغَامَ الْخَاصَ. Your friend has already had a dispute. And as Rasul was waiting for Umar, and Umar was coming, and he changed his face and all that, Abubakar went to him and started to tell him not to be very harsh to Umar, because Abubakar had already realized what Rasul was going to say. So Abubakar used to know the Rasul very well, as well as the Rasul used to know Abubakar very well. Now, what was the response for Rasul to this cry and what Abubakar said? He said the following. This is just 5 days before he died. إِنَّ مِنْ أَمَنَّ النَّاسِ عَلَيَّ فِي صُحْبَتِي وَمَالِهِ أَبُوبَكَرَ. And the people who have been so kind to me with himself and his wealth, it is Abubakar. And in another Bible, he said, everybody have been able to pay back except Abubakar. وَلَوْ كُنْتُ مُتَّخِذًا خَلِيلًا. Had I been, was I supposed to take a closest friend like Khalil, لَاتَّخَذْتُ أَبَا بَكَرَ خَلِيلًا. I would have taken Abu Bakr. وَلَكِنْ هُوَ الْإِسْلَامِ, but Islamic brotherhood, وَمَوَدَّةً and love one another. But my real friend, closest friend is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the one who is in my heart. لَا يَبْقِيَنَّ فِي الْمَسْجِدِ بَابٌ إِلَّا سُدَّ إِلَّا بَابَ أَبَا بَكْرَ. No door, and I'll explain that one, should remain open to the mosque of Medina. All of them should be closed except the door of Abu Bakr. Apparently, the Masjid al-Rasul, there were quite a number of small houses. Their doors were opening straight to the mosque, just like the rooms of the wives of Prophet. They were all opening to the mosque. Like where he was at the room of Aisha, he could see people pray. So he was saying all other doors of other Sahabas opening to the mosque should be closed, except that of Abu Bakr, indicating these people now are ordinary, that Abu Bakr, his door will remain because he is the one going to be the Khalifa and he is the one going to be the Imam, and he will be leading, so his door should remain open. And this was the last sermon he gave. Maybe to finalize a few points there, The family of Abubakar and Abubakar have been so lucky. Aisha radiallahu anha says the following. 1 week before the Prophet died, he was sick, and every other day he would be sent to another wife because that was that wife's day. Then it was difficult. They are still sick to be moved every day. Then every morning he would be asking, where am I going to go today? That time when it was a week remaining, and he asked, the wives of the Rasul know whom the Rasul liked best, it is Aisha. So they told the Rasulullah, choose the place you want to go. And Rasul decided to go to the Aisha and spent the 1 week until he died in Aisha's room or Aisha's house. And Aisha says how lucky I was that Rasul died on the day which he was supposed to be with me in my room. And he actually died when he was on my lap. And Allah made it in such a way that our saliva got mixed up the last day. What does it mean? Before Rasul died, Abdurrahman bin Abubakar, one of the sons of Abubakar, came and he had a miswak, a toothbrush. And Rasul looked at it, and apparently, according to the hadith, Rasul was not able to talk a few days or a few hours before he died. So he looked at it with interest, and Aisha realized, and this is another thing, Rasul did not just like Aisha because she was the youngest. There are so many factors. If we have time, we will talk about it. One of them, Aisha was the most learned woman among the Sahabiyat. Anyway, to complete that story is that when the Rasul looked at that toothbrush, Aisha asked the Rasul, do you want it? He nodded that I do. And get to Rasul and found that Rasul cannot be able to crush it because he had to use the other side. And Aisha took it and tried to soften it by herself, by her teeth. Of course, when you soften that, it means you are mixing it with your saliva. And then get it to the Prophet, and the Prophet brushed so well, and immediately he finished the brushing, then the Sakarat al-Maut started. So he was saying, I'm so lucky that Rasul died on the day when it was my day, in my room, on my lap, and our saliva mixed just before the death, and I add a few other points. And again, she was lucky that Rasul was buried in Aisha's room, and she was lucky that Abubakar was buried in Aisha's room, and she was lucky that Umar was buried in Aisha's room. And Umar, how did it happen? He asked permission to be buried there, and Aisha said, I reserved the place because it's a small room, just 3 graves was enough. I reserved it for myself so that I am buried between my husband and my father. But because of Umar and his role, I give it to him. Inshallah, we'll stop there and continue to do. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.